Dear students, this is the third part of our C++ 2 mark questions with answer. The question is, define the term array. This is very much important question. You have already studied what is an array in C. In the same way, an array is a group of related data items that share a common name. An array reserves continuous memory location to place the values consecutively. The types are one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. One-dimensional array, we will have one subscript. For example, the square bracket here is called as subscript. One-dimensional array has only one subscript. Two-dimensional array, it have two-dimensional, it has two subscripts, and multi-dimensional array more than two subscripts. We will call it as multi-dimensional array. In this diagram, this is one-dimensional array. Then this is two-dimensional, then this is three-dimensional or multi-dimensional array. In the same manner, we can create n number of subscripts with the multi-dimensional arrays. This is very much important question in any programming language. The next question is, what list the various control structures in C++? Control structures define the way in which execution of a C++ program should take place to achieve the required result. The various control structures are unconditional branch, the goto statement, bidirectional branch, if else if later, nested if, multi-directional branch, switch statement. These are the very much important statements. These are very much important control structures in C++. This question may be asked in 10 mark question. I already gave notes with a detailed explanation and syntax for this question. In 2 mark question, they may ask what are the various control structure or list the various control structures in C++. Okay, this syntax of any statements like go to statement or if else, any statements, the syntax may be asked. Write the syntax for if else statement, write the syntax for a switch statement, write the syntax for go to statement. The syntax may be asked in 2 more questions. So study well the control structures. It is very much important question in C++. For both 2 marks and 10 marks as well as for 5 marks. They may ask only if statements in 5 mark question also. Okay, the next question is, what are the repetitive or looping or iteration statements in C++? Iteration is the process of executing a part of program for a finite or infinite number of times. We are repeating. Looping is the looping statements or iteration statements is the iteration is the process of executing a part of program for a finite or infinite number of times. It is also called as looping. The statements are for loop, while loop and do while loop. Like already I have told, the syntax of any statements may be asked in 2 more questions. So study well the various control structures and looping statements or repetitive statements in C++. It is very much important question in first unit. The next question, what is the difference between while and do while loops? The while structure is called as entry controlled loop. The condition is tested first. This is the main difference. The while structure is called as entry controlled loop. First the condition is tested. And the do while structure is called as exit controlled loop. The block is executed first and the condition is tested next. First we should execute the block and the condition is tested at the last. This is the main difference in while and do while loops. If the condition satisfies, the loop block is executed. Otherwise, the program execution continues after the while structure. If the condition in do while loop, if the condition satisfies, the block is executed again. Otherwise, the program execution continues after the do while structure. The main difference, it is entry controlled, it is exit controlled. This is the main difference. The next question. What is the use of break and continue statements in C++? The continue statement is used in the loops to skip a part of the loop and continue the next cycle of the loop. If we want to skip some values in between a loop, for example, I am executing a loop from 1 to 10. I want to skip some of the values. I want to skip 5 and 6. then I may use this continue statement to skip the values between a loop execution. The break statement abandons the loop. The break statements fully break the loop and transfer the control out to the loop. If we want to get out of the loop in between, we can use the break statement. It is also used to exit the switch section. Mainly the break statement we will use in switch statement. This is the main difference between continue and break statement. Continue statement we are skipping the values. In break statement we are breaking the loop and exit out of the loop. Okay, the next question. What are input output streams, or define IO stream, or what are input streams? A stream is a sequence of bytes. A stream is a sequence of bytes. The source stream that provides data to the program is called input stream. Input stream is called as the source stream, and the destination stream that receives output from the program is called the output stream. Okay, a program extracts the bytes from and input stream and insert the bytes into an output stream. The stream classes are IOS, iStream, OStream, IOStream, stream buffer. These are the classes. It is a very much important question. What are input and output streams? By using these streams, IOS stream, we can go through hash include iostream.h, which is a header file, iostream.h. It has the input and output functions, so it is very much important in giving input and output values. The next question is, what do you mean by manipulators? Manipulators are operators used to format the output. Manipulators are operators used to format the output. There are number of predefined manipulators present in the header file iomanip.h. If we want to use some manipulators, we should use iomanip.h header file. Two or more manipulators can be used as a chain in one statement. For example, the most commonly used manipulators are NDL and ZW. The example, cout manipulator 1, manipulator 2, manipulator 3 and item. What is the variable name? Here manipulator 1, item 1, manipulator 2, item 2. In this manner we can use the manipulators in our programs. Manipulators are mainly used to format the output. This is very much important question. The next question is, list some of the common manipulators in C++. Set W, set width manipulator, set field width to W. Set precision, set the floating point precision to the number of decimal points. It set the precision, set the floating point precision to D. Set fill, set the fill character to C. We can fill empty spaces with star symbol, dollar symbol. So set fill function used to fill the character. Set IOS flag, set the format flag. What is the format we are going to apply? Then we will give in format. Reset IOS flag, clear the flag specified by. These are the main manipulators used in, common manipulators used in C++. The next question, write the syntax of setW manipulator function. setW manipulator, it takes integer type of variable as its parameter. The parameter specifies the width of the column. Mainly setW manipulator is used to set the width, number of characters. In this example, cout setW3, then 10. Then we are setting the output. The output will be of 3 characters. It is the use of setW operator. Then the last question, write the syntax of NDL manipulator. The NDL manipulator, when used an output statement, causes a line feed to be inserted, new line character. It has the same effect as using the new line character /n. For example, the statements cout string m, then m variable NDL. These statements will display 3 lines of output, one for each variable. For example, if you want to get the output in different lines, we should use /n or NDL. Both has the same effect. Okay, thank you students.